So Rochdale 13 with Alan Kilshaw following a narrow defeat to Toronto Wolfpack. First off is the initial feeling like you've unjust out of that game.
A little bit of an injustice, but I'm immensely proud of my players, of their effort, of how physically dominant they were and how they looked at the end. They've all been in work today. A lot of them knocked off at 5 o'clock and came straight here, so to put in an effort like that was immense. So I'm really proud of them. And I spoke before the game and I said your efforts you'll get what you deserve, and I probably lied to him there after the game because I didn't feel we have got what we deserve tonight. But we've set a standard now, and we need to keep at that standard. We can't just be the nearly men against these big boys and not perform and be consistent. We've got a level now, and we need to make sure after tonight we'll feel the loss, but next week let's get up for the Good Friday and the Easter period.
And a couple of decisions have gone against you there initially. The penalty that has won it for Toronto has gone against you. What are your thoughts on those decisions?
It's nothing new, is it, mate? Disappointed at the penalty with. I thought Lewis just got punched 2 or 3 times and he ends up in the sin bin. They had a penalty and they score on the next set. The penalty that we lost the game, I don't know what it was for. Touch just come on a couple of plays late. But ultimately, we had an opportunity to win, and you take them decisions away. We made an error on play 1 at a tap. We made a couple of errors and we just let them back in the game. We made a break at the end. Maybe we should have finished that off. We'd had opportunities to win. So as much as you look at them calls and say it's a bit of an injustice, we've got to control the controllables, and if we'd done that we would have overcome all that and we would have won. So we'll review it to death, I'm sure, me and my staff, but we've got to just overcome some of these things and cop it sometimes. Apparently they even out over the course of a season. I've yet to see that while I've been here, but hopefully that'll happen this year.
And you mentioned last week in the momentum win it was the most disappointed you've been in when you've won a game. Is the opposite feeling this week?
Oh look, I hate losing. I hate losing more than I want to win, but I think I said it to Luke yesterday. Look, if we're living and dying off winning and losing in the season, we're going to have a short lifespan, especially the size of the club and with the lopsidedness of this competition. Our job as coaches is to improve the players week in, week out and get the best out of them, and I feel we've improved massively from last week. Really proud of some of them young lads today. Going against some really seasoned campaigners. We've got lads who've come out the amateur game, like Joe, Seta, Dion. We've got young lads, Dec Kay, Dec Gregory, Billy Brickell, and the senior players stepped up as well. I said we'd improve. I'll still back us to improve and pick up enough points to get the outcome we want in this season. And I felt as a team we were back tonight. They scrambled well in the first half. It wasn't pretty, but we scrambled well, and I am disappointed we lost, but like you say, I'm probably most happy in terms of performance in a loss than I have been in a very long time.
On your team selection, Morgan Smith drops in for his first game. What a game to have his debut for the club. Were you really impressed with the way that he slotted in the halves?
Yeah, look, he didn't train much with half. Danny pulled out late with a dead leg. We just didn't want to risk him with Easter. Morgan's a hooker or a half, and he's not played for 9 weeks. I thought he was outstanding. Set a couple of tries, dropped that goal. And he's just a talented kid, and he'll improve, and would love to get him again next couple of weeks, because he can cover those positions, but if not, he'll go back to Warren and do a good job. He's a real talent.
You've been here before, a couple of good performances against the likes of Hull KR and Featherstone last year. Is it now about kicking on into that Easter period and carrying on the performance?
Yeah, definitely. Look, we've got a good turnaround, so the lads will have the weekend off. We'll come in Tuesday and we'll keep them positive. Like you say, last year, we did well against the big sides and then let ourselves down in games, where you'd say we could win or we were favourites to win. So we need to be on next week and get to that level of performance again against Sheffield. And look, it's not going to be easy next Friday. They've had an indifferent start, but they're starting to put some performances together, so it's not a gimme because we played well today and they've not won yet. We've got to go there with the right attitude and perform like that, and if we do, we'll give ourselves a real good shot at winning.